taken out the sand mold. It's been about a week now since we've built this oven, so it's nice and hard. So we took out the sand mold, and now this is our first fire. So just kind of when making a fire, you start making it right in the front, and then after a little while you kind of start pushing it further back. And so we're now in the process of curing our oven, drying it out. I like to have a fire in the oven about 2 or 3 times before plastering it, just so whatever moisture is in here can dissolve, burn out, and so it won't be trapped moisture in there when we plaster. So yeah, so this is the process of drying out the oven, and hopefully next week we're gonna plaster it and then start cooking some pizzas. Okay, so we're working on building a wood-fired pizza oven here. And so what we're doing, we're in Kenwood at the place called the Kenwood Farmhouse, and we're doing a workshop. These are our lovely workshop participants. And so we're all working together to build this wood-fired oven. So what we have so far is we have a cinder block base, right? And then we have wood across that. And now we're putting this ring of bricks around here. We're going 2 bricks high. And so we made our cob mix. This is a sandy loam mix. It's about 60% sand, 40% clay. So this earth here, we put this on the wood and to use as a mortar. And then we put the bricks. I just use these red, common brick, and put 2 high. And then we're putting these. We put the mortar in between and on top of the bricks. And this is going to be used to contain our insulation mix. Okay. Now, it usually takes about, I would give myself a day to get all the materials there on site, to build the foundation, to get the base done. And if I'm doing this by myself, and if it's not like a workshop kind of experience situation, what's ideal is if I can do the base and all this and get the bottles in and the insulation the first day. Let that set up overnight. Okay, and that's ideal. It's nice to be able to have that time to set up. And then the next day, then you come in, put in your fire brick, and build your oven. Okay, and then you let that set up for some time, and then there's drying time before you plaster it and stuff. So from start to finish, it's usually about a 2-week process to build your oven. So actual time working, maybe 30 hours.
If you have to leave off midway and you haven't got it all cobbed, you wet it first, right? Or
Yeah.
you put slip on
Yes.
it and then
Yeah.
you can change it.
Yeah. So you get it a little bit wet first, and then you add your cob over that. All right. So okay. So what I'm making now is it's a clay slip. So I'm using this clay. I'm using this stuff here. This is mortar clay. This is one of the only few things that you actually have to buy for this oven. This is about $5 for this bag. The only reason why I'm using this mortar clay is that it doesn't have any sand in it. And like adobe clay, if you have adobe clay and you have adobe clay soaking in the water, it'll also get like this also. It'll get to, a slurry like this. You're gonna add this perlite here.
Where'd you get that?
So I got this perlite. You can get this perlite at any landscaping supply shop. You use about a half of a bag of mortar clay and about half of a bag of the perlite. And you want a very lightweight
Yeah, that's what you said about the
mixture.
sand.
So this is pretty close to how you want it to be. Okay, so what we're doing is we're creating a lightweight material that will be going here to insulate the floor of the oven, to insulate the bricks, right? And this into the ring. Does somebody want to do this?
Yeah, it makes us really feel My grandmother's so proud.
Stop there, and we're going to be setting our bottles down on top of this.
So this is like one
Okay,
brick.
so this, okay, go ahead. Okay, so we put our cob mix over the perlite, over the insulation, and this was, you know, only about an inch thick or so, and so it's pretty dense, and so so then we take a board and just kind of screed it down. I have to put a half of a brick in right here, like this, and it's like
Ugly.
it's ugly. This will all be covered with cob, so I'm okay with that.
That's your open hearth right there.
So this is going to be our opening. We're going to be making. So what we're going to do, whereas now we're going to be laying our bricks down all the way around, right? And then we're going to be putting some of that sand in between the cracks, and then we'll be making our mold on top of this,
Okay.
right? And then we'll be putting our cob on top of that.
Got it.
And then, so this, what we're doing now, is going to be our floor of the oven.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to take this brick here.
So do we like that?
Yeah, but you know what? Just for kicks, if we can try to put this one, for example,
Right,
like
you want
there.
the surface up, yeah.
That one's a little blemished. Let's put this one towards the outside of the oven, because
Okay.
that's all good. It is excellent. This is like, I just feel really, really good. So you take this and you just kind of push it in the sides, and this is going to help, just kind of block all the bricks in place.
Have you ever made the fire under?
Question is, have I ever made the fire underneath?
Underneath where?
That could be done, okay? That isn't